Alright, this will be the first question we'll be solving after all the laws I've given to you. So you see that this question is a combination of the tangent law and I can see the third law. Yes, it's going to be a combination of the third and the sixth law. That means it's not all questions that you use all the laws. You get that now? It's not all questions you use the first, the second law, and every other thing. There's some questions whereby you use maybe just 2 laws, just 3 laws, or just 4 laws. Sometimes it depends on the complexity of the question. So look at this question. This is a number 1 question for this class 2014, question 50, a Waec question. In the diagram, MP is the diameter of the circle, MQ is a straight line, M to Q is a straight line. Now NMP is 42 degrees. Can you see the middle part is the most important? That's where you have the angle. Now NQP is X and NQ is a tangent to the circle N. So this is a tangent. As you can see, it passed through the circumference, or what you can call the surface of a circle. Find the value of X. So in finding the value of X, what are we going to do? First thing, I remember the third law says the angle of a semicircle is 90 degrees. That tells me that NMP is equals to 90 degrees. I'll write the reason so I can get my full mark in my exam. It's very needed in your forthcoming exam. Alright, angle of a semicircle is 90 degrees. Do you get that now? So that shows that here is 90 degrees. You might be wondering, how will all this help us in getting our value of X? We know that to get our value of X, you can draw this out. If I draw this out, here is X, here is 42 degrees. Part of this is 90 degrees. If I can get this other side, then I can say 180, X will be equals to 180 minus 42 minus this and all of this. You know that the angle in a triangle is what, 180 degrees. So to get X, I'll say 180 minus 42 minus 90 and minus this. Now how will I get this value? That should be the next question. How will I get this value? I remember that if I can get this, I'll be able to get this because angle in a straight line is what, 180 degrees. So I want to get P. If I can get P, I'll be able to get this part. Just look at it so I don't move too fast. Okay, let's get P. I know that MPN is equals to 180 minus 42 minus 90 degrees. What would be your answer? 180 minus 42 minus 90. That's what? 48 degrees. That shows that this part is 48 degrees. You have to write the reason. That's angle in a triangle is what? 180 degrees. If here is 48, do you know that this part will be 48? The reason is that angle in a tangent, the angle of a tangent to this chord here is equals to the what? Alternate segment. That means I will say my MN, I can put here, since it was not given to us, I can put here as R. For instance, I can say my MNR is equals to what? My NPN. The reason is that angle of a tangent to a chord equals the alternate what? Segment. That means my MNR will be equals to what? 48 degrees. Then if MNR is what? 40 degrees, I should be able to get here, right? What should be here? There will be 180 minus 90 minus 40. That will be what? 42 what? Degrees. Now to get my X, remember that MQR is equals to X degrees. This is MQR. Oh, sorry, I would have said MQN, not MQR, because the angle stops here. Is x degrees. So how will I get this? The angle in the triangle is 180 degrees. So I would also say x equals to what? 180 degrees minus 42 plus the next angle here is 90, abi, plus what? 42 degrees. Do you get that now? That will be 180 degrees minus 42 plus 42 is 84. 84 plus 90 is what? 174 degrees. So I can see my x degrees is equal to what? 6 degrees. That's the final answer. So the angle of the value of x is what? 6 degrees. If you have any question, you can drop it in the comments section. Now on to our next question, question 2. This is 2012 question 3A Waec. In the diagram TU is a tangent to the circle. RVU is 100 degrees. 100 degrees here. RVU, can you see it? While URS is actually 36 degree. URS 36 degree. Calculate the value of angle STU. STU. Now the question should be, how will I get STU? You get that now? How will I get STU? I know, okay, I can get STU if I know the value here and I know the value here, because this is just like a triangle. So I can also say 180 minus the value here and the value here. Now the question should be, how will I get the value here and how will I get the value here? Okay, let's start with something. We are told that this is a tangent. The angle of the chord to the tangent equals the alternate segment. So SUT, are you with me? SUT is equals to URS. Why? Because the angle of tangent to a chord equals the alternate segment. Now, do you see it? This is alternating to this. Look at it. Is alternate, is directly in front of it. So it's going to work. So I will say now, let me change my marker. Sorry. SUT now will be what? 36 degrees. So now here, actually what I do is, in a rough sheet, I really sketch this out. So I usually mark my readings. I write my readings into them. So I know that, okay, I have achieved this, I have achieved that. You can also use this method, or what I just said now is very good. So I know that I only have S remaining. Do you remember the law that says the exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equals to the opposite interior angle? Look at this. This is a cyclic quadrilateral. You can always go and watch the video of the laws before coming here. This is the cyclic quadrilateral. As long as the four sides, look at it, the fourth side can touch a circle. These are the four sides. So this is an angle here. This is the exterior angle. Because if you want to, you know that we said the opposite angle of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. That means if you add them, they will give you 180 degrees. If here is 100, what should be here? It should be what? 80. And this is angle in a straight line. Here is what? 100 degrees. That's a two-method process. I can just say directly that the 100 here is equals to the 100 here. You get that now? So how will I write this? I'll write UST is equals to 100 degrees. Why? Or I should have written UST is equals to what? RVU is written here. You can just copy them. Why? Because exterior angle is equals to interior opposite what? Angle. You can always tell me that what I wrote is not complete. Exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral. Can also send as quad is equals to what? The opposite interior angle. Have you seen that this is the exterior, this is the opposite interior? So it is what? 100. So now I can get my STU. So I can say my STU is equals to 180 minus 100 degrees plus what? 36 degrees. What would that give me? 180 degrees minus 136 degrees. That would be what? Yes, that's 44 degrees. Why? Angle in a what? In a triangle. You have to write it there for them. So I hope you understand this. We're moving on to the third question. Alright, so our third question is 2015 question 3b, a theory question. The diagram shows a circle PQRS with a center O. UQR is 68 degrees. Where is UQR? Okay, here is U actually. UQR. So this is 68 degrees. TPS is 74 degrees. QSR is 40 degrees. Calculate the value of PRS. I'm sorry I might have not told you this before. The first step in getting your answer is to identify where you are looking for. Identify the question itself. Where is PRS? PRS. It shows that PRS is here. Is at that center mark R. So you have PRS. You have to identify. This is what I'm looking for. Anything short of this is not my answer. So my question is, how will I get PRS? Remember something. You look for something close to PRS, something related. You kind of think, okay, does this question involve angle at the center is equal to twice the angle of circumference? Or does this question involve maybe cyclic quadrilateral? As you can see, it's a cyclic quadrilateral. See the sides. Okay, let me just read. See the sides here. As long as the four sides can touch it, it's a cyclic quadrilateral. So that means that there's something similar. And I also know the theory of exterior angles. As you can see, this is an exterior angle, so it must be equal to the opposite interior angle. That means if this is 74, the whole of this is equals to what? 74 degrees. Can you see it now? So my own is now to write it. I'll say QRS is equals to TPS. Why? Exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral. Is equal to the opposite interior angle. That means QRS is equal to what? 74 degrees. Do you see that now? Is equals to what? 74 degrees. Now remember, it's only the x1 to get. To get this x, that means if I can get this other part, let me change my color. If I can get this other part, this part I colored green, this segment here, if I can get this segment, then I would also say 74 minus this segment. How will I get this segment? That should be my next question. Look at this. Remember the angle of segments. This angle is actually equals to this other colored green angle, because they have the same chord, they are facing the same segment. The same way, this side also be equals to this side. Let's say we are dealing with questions related to that. So remember that this is equals to this. Okay, let's continue. I'll tell you that PSR equals to UQR. The same reason. So my PSR is equals to what? 68 degrees. So I can just say my PSQ, this part, PSQ is equals to what? 68 degrees minus 40 degrees. That will give me what? 28 degrees. So now this part is now what? 28 degrees. If here is 28, That means this part is 20. Don't get this confused. This 74 is for everything here. So here's 28 now. So QRP is equals to what? 28 degrees. Why? Angle of the same segment are equal. These segments are equal. So now let me get my final answer. PRS. What will be PRS? That will be 74 minus what? 20 degrees. What is 74 minus 20 degrees? Use your calculator, you get what? 50 watts. Sorry, 46 degrees. Yes, that's our final answer. Alright, let's solve this last question. So the question is 2005 question 6b theory. In the diagram, O is the center of the circle. ABO is 30 degrees, while BOE is 124 degrees. This is BOE. As you can see, is the angle at the center. We are told that O is the center of the circle. This is 30 degrees. Now calculate OED. Remember I told you the first step is to identify. You identify the place you are looking for. So OD is what you are looking for. OED you want to get here. So simple. For me to get here, the angle in a straight line is 180 degrees. I just need to get here. You see the approach I'm using to solve my question. Should have learned it. This is the fourth question, not sixth. So don't think the video got skipped in any way. This is the fourth question, number 4. So I just need to get it. How will I get it? Should be my next question. So now just look at it. The law says, the first law I taught you says the angle at the center is twice the angle at circumference. That means the angle at the center is always greater. It is 2 times. So if here is 124, here should be what? 124 divided by 2. That means I will say BAE is equal to what? 124 degrees divided by 2. I think that's the only law we've not used since when we started this tutorial. That's angle at center is twice angle at the circumference. So now I will say BAE is equals to what? 62 degrees. Are you with me? So here is 62 degrees. Now note something. I want to teach you something that you rarely find in textbooks or videos. Just listen. Now, this is the center. Remember that from the center to any point circumference is the radius. Am I right? So if I draw a straight line right from this point to here, are you with me? This is the radius. This is also the same radius. Now listen. If here to here is 30 degrees, this is equals to this. Do you agree with me? Because this is from the center to the radius. This is from another center to the radius. If here is 30, they're like isosceles triangle. This part also be what? 30 degrees. I mean, okay, let me use a different marker. That will be so bold. Okay, this part, let me color it. Just this part will also be 30 degrees, because in isosceles triangle, I don't know if you've been taught before, if you have something like this, these two things pointing means these two angles are equals to each other. So if here is 30, this part is also what? 30 degrees. So if this part is 30 degrees, I need to get this second part. Let me color it with green so you don't confuse it. This green part will be what? 62 minus 30. That's what? 32 what? Degrees. So I can say my BAO, like BAO, is equals to what? 30 degrees, because of what? Base angle of an isosceles triangle. They are always equal. So my OAE, is equals to what? 62 minus 30. That's what? 32 degrees. Are you with me? So if this is 32 degrees, That means this must be equals to this, the same thing, because this is a radius from center to circumference. This is radius from center to circumference. So if here is 32, here also be what? 32 degrees. So we can just say A E O. Yes, A E O is what? 32 what? Degrees. The same reason, base angle of an set. Sorry, next time write this full because of our time. So moving on, is it that I can get OED now? Can I get OED? Sure. That's what? 180 degrees minus what? 32 degrees. What would that be? Correct. That's what? 148 degrees. Do you see it now? So don't be scared by any question you see. Most of these questions are very easy. Just know the principles, apply them. Solve a lot of questions. As you can see, this is not a tangent. It does not pass through the circumference. So, alright, let's see the next question. Okay, watch this next question. This is a very common question that I've been seeing for quite a time. That's why I want to solve it actually. So let's solve this question. We have AOB is what? 42 degrees. AOB 42 degrees. Why APB is X. Now you are told to find X. I'm not writing the question. I just quickly formulate it. Though it's a very common Waec and exam question if you're really familiar with those two exams. So the question is, how are we going to find this question? Okay, so find X. So how will I find X? Please note something. Let me show you this. This is not a cyclic quadrilateral. Why? Can I count number outside that touch circumference? Just this, this, and this. Did this one to circumference? No, this is at the center. Do you get me now? So don't use quadrilateral and say that okay, 180 minus 42, I'll get X. No, you'll be wrong to do that. Are you with me? Very easy question. Get angle AOB. AOB, I want to get this other side because this is half of the center. That will be what? Angle in the center is what? 360. So I'll say 360 degrees minus 42 degrees. That will give me what? 318 degrees. That means why? Angle at the center is what? 360 degrees. You can write in a better form. So my APB, which is equals to X degrees, is equals to what? 318 divided by 2. That's what? Though it's not really it's kind of a confirmed question actually. That will give me what? 159 what? Degrees. As easy as that. Now let's solve the very last question for today. We'll call it a day. Okay, so let's solve our last question for this class. Number 6010 question 3b. In the diagram, TS is the tangent. As you can see, TS is the tangent of the circle at A. Now AB is parallel. This parallelism is parallel to CE. Are you with me? TAE is X. TAE is X. Alright. Find the value of X. Now to find the value of X, simply the aim should be okay. I want to find the value of X. Then I need to know this is a straight line. If I can get all the angle here, then I'll just say 180 minus all the angle here. Do you get that now? Or I'll say the addition of all the angles here equals to what? 180 degrees. Do you know that this 60 is equals to this angle? You should be saying that. You get that now? Why? Because of this is the chord. This is the chord. This chord here is equals to the what? The alternate segment. So simply I'm saying BES equals to what? ADB. Why? So this should be here. Why? The angle of tangent to a chord, because of our time I might not write it, to a chord I've written several times, equals to the alternate segment. So I will say BAS equals to what? 60 degrees. Now I need to get this part. That's the remaining part. Do you know that this is what? Now, in the laws of straight lines, when you have two parallel lines like this and you have a line joining them, this line is called a transversal. Now, if I have an angle here, let's say here is 30. If I want to get here, I would also say 180 minus 30. That was what? 150 degrees. As easy as that. If here is, let's say here is, for example, I have another line. Here is 35 degrees. Here doesn't 180 minus 35 degrees. That's what? 145 degrees. As easy as that. So, with what I have here, if here is 5x, what will be here? This part will be what? 180 degrees minus 5x. So I will say BAE is equals to 180 degrees minus what? 5x. Then let's add everything together. It will be 60 plus 180 minus 5x plus this x here equals to what? 180 degrees. Are you with me now? So we can say minus 5x plus 4x is minus 4x. I'm bringing this 180 here. That's 180 degrees minus 180. That's 0, right? So 60 equals to 4x. Your x will be what? 15 degrees. So we've come to the end of this tutorial. If there's any question, let me know in the comment section. Also, do well to subscribe to the YouTube channel, share it, like it, and click on the notification button so you can get updates when the next video is being dropped. So till when I drop the next video, see you then.